You need the second part of the cipher. It was cleverly placed in the tomb of an opposing family so that no one would ever unite the two halves. Let's see how clever that really was. Find the head of the Djesrit family in their tomb and bring back the second part of the cipher.
Welcome back, this is the Night Phoenix and you're watching part 84 of my Wizard 101 playthrough. Okay, so I'll be continuing with the main quest in the Tomb of Storms. So next up I will be battling, I believe his name is King Shemet, or Shemet, or I think it's Shemet. King Shemet Djesrit, or however you like to say it. So yeah, just heading to the Djesrit tomb, and he's all the way in the back, just like Uno or whatever his name was in the Ahnic tomb. These guys are pretty similar actually, but I'll talk about him when I get to him. Like the Ahnic tomb, there are two other side quests you can do here.
You must be mad to challenge someone as great as me.
Alright, so I'm hoping I can start the battle. It'd be a little easier if I did. Alright, so this is King Shemet Djesrit, storm creature, with several mainly storm attacks. Also no Cyclops and Leprechaun, plus Black Mantle and Weakness. His minion is the Risen Djesrit. He can be a little bit annoying. He has life and does know Death Shield, plus he also knows Spirit Armor, which can be trouble unless you're a Death student and no Vampire at this level, which you should at least know. Other than that, just try and kill him off before he uses Spirit Armor. Weaknesses may also cause a little bit of trouble, but they're easy enough to get rid of. Nothing else really to say about these guys. I would recommend taking out the Risen Djesrit first, like you would with the Wandering Onyx Spirit in the Ahnic tomb. Mainly because he knows Spirit Armor, and by taking him out it'll just make the battle a whole lot easier. What also helps is if you actually start out the battle. You know, I mean, if they start, the Risen Djesrit could use a Spirit Armor when you really don't want him to. And by starting, you're able to see what spells they use afterwards, and you can prepare the next round, rather than waiting and guessing what they'll use, which can be pretty annoying. Yeah, don't really know much about it. I was worried he was going to use Spirit Armor there, but luckily he just used a Life Blade for some unknown reason. I mean, Shemet does know, what's the name? Oh yeah, Leprechaun. But he'll occasionally use it. And there's a Spirit Armor. But luckily, Shemet's health was low enough for me to just kill him by adding a few traps to him and attacking him with a Ice Worm. Actually, I don't think that's enough. If I had Ice Blade, it'd be so much easier, but because I don't learn it until like a very late level, this is slightly more difficult. I do not know Spirit Blades, which you can learn from, I forget the name of the balance tree at the Krokotopia. His name escapes me. It's actually a really easy name to remember, but I just can't remember. So yeah, I'll be able to take out the Spirit Armor and deal a considerable amount of damage, but it won't kill him. It'll take a spell from my wand to kill him. Other than that, you should have no problem with this guy. I remember the first time I fought him with my, I think it was my Myth Wizard. He did sort of have, did sort of have some trouble. But my Myth Wizard was, I probably had the most trouble with him. I'm still not completely done because I'm stuck. But yeah, one more hit and he's dead. No more from Shemet. Yeah, don't really need to use Snowman. Don't want to waste any more pips or the risk of fizzling. Alright, so Shemet's dead. You could have actually left a port mark next to the ghost of Krokotopia. I didn't really think about it. I guess I don't know why I didn't. Probably would have been a good idea. It would have made this go a little faster. Instead of doing the rest of the main quests, which the next one is I need to battle 4 kings in the Karanan or something barracks, Karanan barracks, which is a decent sized dungeon. It's sort of like the Vault of Ice in the Crocosphinx, but a little harder. I plan on doing the Ahnic tomb first, get those side quests out of the way, all the other side quests, do them all, and then I'll work on the main quest. First off, I need to grab this scarab. I know it might be a little dark, but there is a scarab right behind you. See? So if you have that quest, you can find the scarab there. So time for me to talk to Krokotopia.
You've done well, but your trial is only beginning. Your next quest will test your courage like never before. Krokotopia rules from the Temple of Storms, secured by only one. The Scythe, I am sorry for the task ahead of you. Once you defeat the 4th and final prince, Karanan, you will have the temple key at last. Good luck.
Alright, so like I said, time to head to the Ahnic tomb and do the side quest there first. There's only a couple, so I'll head there now and talk to the very first guy, who's right at the entrance.
You aren't from the Djesrit family, are you? Those fools attacked us and would do anything to destroy us. Before I will speak to you, you must incinerate their mummies, or they will rise up to fight us. Only then will you prove your worth.
Alright, so the first quest he gives is a pretty simple quest. I don't really need mana for it. I'll just leave a port mark by him and head on over to the Djesrit tomb, and I hate pronouncing these names. I'm gonna hate Mushu. Nah, Mushu's actually pretty easy. And burn the mummies in the Djesrit tomb. There should be enough mummies. The best way would just be to go through here, go ahead, all the way in the back, and then come back and collect the other mummies. I think I burn 4 before I start heading back. It would have probably been better to head the other way, because there's one over here. Just want this parchment. There's another mummy. Yep, there was another one behind me. Alright. Nothing really to say about this part. There's a mummy. Trying to find the best way. I thought that one would be back. Oh well. Just continue onward. I only need 2 more. Luckily this one showed up. And there's one more down this down this way. So you should at least find 5 in all, the first part. So I'll teleport back and talk to Yakabam. Bomb.
Well done. No one allied with the Djesrit family would ever be so bold. Now they can't rise to fight us again. The spirits in our tomb have become restless. I don't know what the Djesrits have done, but we won't let them win. I will guard against any further Djesrit incursions. Please, put our spirits to rest with dignity. Battle them and give them a taste of their former glory.
Alright, so this will actually be the last quest I do in this part. I'll finish up the rest in the next. So, I need to battle 8 Ahnics. I choose to go after the Ahnic Striders because they're the weakest. No very few attacks. You should have no problem with it. There are other Ahnics you could battle in here, but I would actually recommend going after the weaker versions. Like I was saying, this part will be pretty short. When I make videos, I will not go over 30 minutes. Going over would just be way too long. And I think the only reason I would ever make it 30 minutes would be for dungeons, like I did in the 2 parts ago. The last part, I just did it because... Oh. There was a Grummish one that was 30 minutes. But normally they'll be less than 20. Because having too many of my videos that are 30 minutes, it just takes way too long. I'm surprised they didn't kill him. Oh well. It only takes a clash, or not clash anymore, it's the fire one. They do know Ghoul. It would have probably been better for the Ahnic to use Ghoul on me than that. But he's a pretty dumb Ahnic. There are, like, Ahnic Guardians you could battle. I'm not sure if they would count towards the battle any Ahnic. I'm sure they do, but I'm not willing to test it out. Because I prefer just facing the Ahnics. The Ahnic Strider. I actually think you battled the Ahnic Strider if you did the Grummish Great Axe side quest in the Krokosphinx. If I'm not mistaken, along with one of the Djesrits. So I'm gonna heal up a little bit. I only need to get into 3 more battles. So, here's the next one. Alright, so I'm halfway there. 4 more Ahnics to go. I'll just continue battling the Ahnic Striders. There's a chest there and I didn't get it. So, here's the 3rd battle. Alright, one more battle and that'll finish up this part. So I just need to heal up a little bit more, and I'll get right into the final fight. Alright, so done with that. All that's left is to talk to Yakaban, and that'll be the end of this part.
You have calmed many of our spirits, but I wonder, if no Djesrit came here, who or what caused such turmoil?